there. Why they don't save us from death, harm, danger, etc. Now this is an interesting question, is, if there's angels, why do they not save us from death if we get into these difficult situations? The fact is that many people have had experiences, angelic experiences, where they have been saved from difficult circumstances. They found themselves being in accident situations, being pushed away from the accident, or told distinctly to come off the motorway, or feel that there's been a hand on the steering wheel and has really kind of steered them off. I've even heard very clearly of stories where a lay-by that wasn't there on the road suddenly appeared enough to be able to safely pull over when there was clearly going to be an accident. Now, when it is time for us to leave the physical world, or to have an experience that maybe isn't comfortable, that is challenging, that is dangerous, that would be termed as dangerous, if we are supposed to have that experience, not because someone has imposed it upon us, but because it's part of our journey, it's part of our map of life, then they're not there, as I said, they're not there to interfere. They are there to offer assistance. So if we're not meant to follow or have that occur in our life, and we've just perhaps come off track a little bit, or we're meant to have an understanding of other energies and angelic forms, etc., at certain times in our lives, then perhaps we're presented with a situation that could be termed as dangerous, and we're saved from that, from an appearance of an angelic form, simply in some instances for us to have a recognition of that kind of energy, that there are these other things that do exist. So sometimes it's just about recognizing. It's not about that they're there to, or otherwise this would have happened or that would have happened. It's there because it was supposed to happen for you to have a recognition of an energy outside of the self in some instances. So why don't they protect us from danger? Well, they do, and they do in many examples. In the examples where we felt that we haven't been protected from danger, it's often been the case that we are learning something from that experience, or it has become an exit point. Okay, an exit point is the times in our lives where we can choose to stay within the physical realms, or we can choose to leave. Some people leave at exit points, which can be really quite simple things, and we've heard of all the different examples of let's say someone's gone for a routine procedure and found that they didn't return from it, or someone's been had a major operation that they weren't expecting to survive, and they've come back, and that there's a real feeling that there was an angelic guidance in terms of helping them back. They weren't supposed to go. It was an exit point they weren't supposed to take. This is just as an example. Okay. So moving on to the questions part within this. Now these are really quite clear questions that